The more that I got involved in it, the more excited I was to be a part of something that was such a hidden gem.
Personally, I've really learned how to connect and engage and actually fight for something you want.
It's helped me to kind of redefine what good leadership is.
The Community Environmental Scholars Program supports diverse students in their journey through college. We offer support in professional development skills, we offer some financial and scholarship support, and some reflection and thoughts about how students can become inclusive and engaged leaders in the communities. We especially seek out students who are interested in spending some time thinking about communities, how they engage with the communities that they come from, and how they might better engage with communities once they emerge from the university.
I learned about the CESP program through my first major, which was community environmental sociology. I would always talk to my advisor and say, you know, I'm very interested in the theory, but also, what about the community side? What about the environmental side?
So I was a freshman coming into a big university, and I didn't really have a clue of what I wanted to do as a major. But one thing that I did do was immediately come to the environmental studies program. Initially, that program's pretty small compared to 40,000 students at a big university, and I felt a sense of community immediately.
Yeah, CESP has come a long way since we first started the program not so many years ago. Initially with CESP, we had all of the students going through the same seminar every semester, and we knew that we needed to do something to further challenge the students who had been in the program longer. It seemed like there was a lot of trending going towards building cohorts and establishing this leveled system. I think the real interesting part of how we're doing the tiered program is that all the students are in the same class together at the same time. Students in Tier 1 are asked to think about the concept of community. What does community mean to them? And also, what do they bring to the community? So it's a very individual-focused semester.
So the first year, the first semester, as part of team number 1, it was kind of an introductory semester into the CSP program, into the community, what they did. And in that semester, we had a couple workshops. They helped us develop our resumes. They brought the speakers into the program so that we can get to know, a little bit more about CSP, what they did, and the community involvements.
When students reach Tier 2, we ask them to take these concepts about themselves and personal assets and strengths and apply that in a community setting. And so we take them off campus and they do service learning projects with community partners.
But one of the projects that I did work on through the CSP program was being a part of the Latino Youth Summit, which is a conference for middle school youth, Latino middle school youth around the Madison area. And what we did was a scavenger hunt at the UW-Madison. And throughout the whole process of it, we were in contact with the community partner and the rest of the committee to make sure that it was something that the kids could enjoy, but also it fit their needs, right? So it was a bilingual scavenger hunt, so it was in Spanish as well as in English.
When students reach the Tier 3 level or continue in the program after 3 semesters, we ask them to think a little bit harder about how they personally are going to be able to give back to the program, to give back to the Nelson community, and also to give back to the community at large.
Currently, I'm part of Team 3, which is the last stage of our CESP program. Our goal as Team 3, we're supposed to give back to the Nelson Institute. And one of the ways that I'm giving back is I'm participating in the We Badger Volunteer Program. It's through the Mortgage Center right here on campus. And I volunteer with Dream Bikes, Inc. It's a nonprofit organization right off the Beltline, and their goal is to fix up bikes. All their bikes are donated, so they get their bikes, they fix them up, they refurbish them, and they resell them out into the neighborhoods where they think that they need to get bikes back on the streets. So their main goal is basically to get more bikes onto the streets of underprivileged neighborhoods.
I hope that by moving into a more tiered system that we're encouraging students to be more reflective, and really the challenge to them is not in the work that they do in the class or the work that they do in their service community, but it's really the work that they need to do for themselves and with themselves to think about how they might be better inclusive and engaged leaders in the future.
The CESP program personally has benefited me in the sense of I came from a community in which not many people went to college and not many people even knew about environmental science and still don't. And it personally just challenged me to be thankful and to be grateful, and also personally challenged me to expand my knowledge.
I think CSP has impacted me as a person in making me a better listener as well as a communicator and a better leader in general.
It was beneficial to me in so many different ways, but I feel like the most important way was it just completely changed my perspective on how I see my work.
The Community Environmental Scholars Program has helped me become a leader by being confident, really, and being resourceful. Being confident in your own strengths is something that you can apply to a team setting, a leadership setting. It's really crucial to being successful. So I think that this program really brings success to students in a multitude of ways through professional development as well as academic core areas. So for me, it's really important that I take those strengths and continue them on into community work in the future.